sweeties, Nanna Tazzie here, and in part 1 I showed you how I made these are the flow book. Let's see, what is that one? That was the notebook for paper lovers. Made a big tall journal out of that, and I have plans for it. I made 2 in this size and then cut them down. This one I need to trim a little more, and the other one, the youngest daughter needed a new notebook journal thing, so she has it. I still need to decorate that one, I think. I might leave it and just, I don't know, put it in Happy Mail or something. And these ones are from the flow book for paper lovers. I've got my big fatty here, and my, let's see, this one ended up with 6 signatures, and I mixed some of the notebook, the flow notebook paper in through it. This one's got 3 signatures, and I believe is all flow book for paper lovers, except for my crinkly tracing paper, because I love it. I think this was all flow book paper otherwise though, with the wrapping papers in there cut down. It's got the vellum from the book, and I've left this, you may have noticed I left, you know, folded them down. I didn't want to fold them exactly in half because it would have been a crazy skinny book. That would have been, I write big, so I need more space. But this way I can stick an extra piece of paper to this one and either have a full size or stick it in such a way that it makes it's got extra paper on it, but I've got a tuck spot or pocket or something. Or I can just use those to jot down running lists and notes, which is what I do most often. So for the moment they're going to stay just like this, because I don't always use like a whole sheet of paper. I'll start a list or whatever, and the next one I need to start, I'll either, you know, draw a line or something, or, you know, scribble over here and scribble there and move to the next piece. It doesn't matter. So that will be fine. Or I can, you know, write in a quote or something nice that I heard, or, you know, motivational, get your shite together type comments, because I am all about the tough love. Not mean, but tough love. Sometimes you have to kick yourself in the butt and say, you know what, get over yourself, get in and do. Absolutely love the way this come out. Love them, love them, love them, love them. And this one I put 2 signatures in, and same deal, all different size papers and folded different directions, and yeah, little bits to glue stuff to, or I don't know, do whatever with. I love this one as well. Tissue paper that was in the book. Yeah. Okay, so I have a skinny, a medium, and my chunky monkey, which I'm going to finish working in just now. Or I'm not, because the mister's home for lunch. So after he's gone back to work, I will jump back in after I hang out with him for a bit. But I'll show you what I've done here, why it's clipped and tied. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, back again. Alright, let me see where we're at here. These signatures I sewed individually, and then I glued them very gently into the book. And I'm holding them together with some of the leftover yarn I've wrapped through the centers of the signatures, and then clipped it all together, hopefully to hold it. Alright, let's see here. And I'm going to do this video slightly backwards. I'll show you this part, and then if you want to see how the rest of this was made, then I'll add that video at the end and just speed it up, whatever, because if you guys have questions, let me know, but I think most of you have seen my other videos where I break that down. if not, let me know and I'll make another one. Okay. So signatures were sewn individually and then very gently. So I'm trying to practice glue control because I'm very heavy-handed with the glue, but they were all glued in here and just the back of the signatures. Let's see, that one's, no, that one. Yeah, that looks fine. But what I want to do, because I like the look of it anyway, I've run through some of my ribbons and such, and I want to use these just as a little added insurance to tie these in, because I didn't want to poke holes in this cover. I love it as it is. So, oh my god, I just thought of fly in the house. Dang it. It's still warm enough outside during the day. We've got mid-50s to high 50s for the most part. But, so it's still warm enough outside. We still have a bunch of bugs and stuff. I still have snapdragons flowering, that just started flowering. But it's getting cold at night, so I don't know how winter's going to be, being that it's mid-November. It's usually decently cold during the day by now. And yeah, we haven't really had any cold snaps per se, so that's going to be weird. And when it does finally hit, it's going to suck. Alright, let's do that one. Okay, now I like the effect that the ribbons give, and they do just add just a little more support for your signatures if you glue them in. And I didn't glue them. Normally I'll stitch them to oh, I don't know what you call it. You do a separate piece that you can glue down, but I didn't do that on this one because the pocket in the back is so close. And I love the look and feel of this embossed paper for the cover, so I didn't do that. I did add the pretty piece for background, so you didn't see any yucky there. And I'm not being particular about how the ribbon lays. Usually I try and make it all perfect, but this book is for me, and I'm not being precious about it. I'm just happy to finally have it made. The next trick will be actually using it. There we go. So I don't have a printer at the moment. I kill printers so quickly, but whatever. I will get another printer eventually, and hopefully it will be magnificent, and I'll be able to fill things with pictures. All the pictures, because I want to. Okay. And these aren't so tight as to squash any of the cardboard or the paper. Just tight enough to hold them there. Okay, let's do one of these. Wow, I cut those long. Some of those are very long. Alright, let's do a long one there then. Okay. On that one I might trim a little bit. Or I might leave and put beads and things on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's all of them that are in there. And this book came out pretty stout. I didn't have to really do much in reinforcing. And yeah, if you follow through the rest of the video, you'll see how I did it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I should have fixed that one though, because it's twisted. Ah! That's okay. We're going to roll with it. Now, what I've also done, I've got all these little scraps and bits. I will go through and stick these to pages like I do randomly. But I won't do that on camera or anything. But when I come back and do flip throughs or updates of using this journal, yeah, you'll see it then. But yeah, it's just random. Okay, so let's see how all the pages lay. It does lay flat the way that I did the signatures. It all lays flat when you open it, which I'm always a fan of. Looks like I've got a little bit of tearing there now, so I'll put some washi on it, but it should otherwise be fine. And this is what we ended up with. And just different prints and patterns. I don't care that some of these tore weird. Again, we're not being precious, and this is how tight those are in there. I mean, we could slip things underneath. I like to do that with cards or Happy Mail. Or add more paper later or whatever. So, yeah. And that is, see, we've still got room here in between to add things, or I can just cover up the signature, the yarn for the signatures. I can cover that with some washi or something. I like to leave them as is in case I want to add something later, because I can add something skinny in here and just tie it in. I always like to leave plenty of options for later, because I tend to have more ideas or better ideas or whatever later. I haven't trimmed these to all the exact same height. I don't care. I want more of a junk journal feel. I hate using the term junk journal because I think these are too pretty for junk journals. Now maybe I should call them, that fly. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree or something. Yeah, I think, I don't know, actual junk journals. And you know, I haven't made a full-on out of junk mail junk journal. I did just get a bunch more junk mail, and I have been saving some to make a proper junk journal. But honestly, I haven't, because I'm torn. I don't know if I want to make it and then work in it as an art journal, or just random whatever, or if I want to just paint it all up and then sew it all together. So if you guys have any ideas or comments or thoughts on that, or experience with that, hit me up in the comments below and let me know, you know, your experiences with it, because I don't know which way I'll get bored with. I get bored excuse me, I get bored pretty quick. And it's not so much bored, I'm just all over the place with so many projects and ideas all the time that I'll get this far with something and in my brain it's done. I did it. Even though there's another step or whatever. And these, I usually just give these away, journals and stuff that I make, because I don't use them. I keep thinking I'm going to get back into journaling. I used to when my kids were little. I have 5 journals that I've written to them over the years. Even then, I haven't updated any of those since they were grown. I need to do one for each of them and call it good. And I started some for each of the grandbabies, but I haven't sat and written in them for quite some time, which I desperately need to. But there's a lot of hardships there, so it's very, very emotionally draining, and well, it's not a good experience, and I want it to be, so I don't know, maybe I'll make time to do fun stuff with that. And see, these you can glue down and make, you know, a little tuck pockety thing, or just leave them as random notes. Little pockets. You could glue, you know, an extra chunk of paper, or if you get, let's see. I just got this in the mail. It's just junk mail from the post office on goodies this year and blah blah blah, which this is adorable. Look what they made. They made this little booklet thing, which I will be repurposing. But you could stick that here and, you know, paint it up or do whatever and have a little cool flippy thing on that page. See? I don't know. It's kind of fun. Leave your options open. But yeah, that's about it. I think I've seen all the papers now. I love this. It's just amazing. And I've left plenty of space in the back here. This is the last signature, but I left plenty of space so that the back's not empty. But I can add more if I want to. Of course, by the time I get done adding anything to this, it'll be like great big. And I'll have to add charms and things once I make some. But, yeah, that is my flow book for paper lovers journal. And I love it. It came out so pretty. So yeah, I gotta decorate it a little more and get to using it and stuff. But if you want to see how I did this and these ones, I will chuck that on at the end here, and I'll speed it up because honestly most of my sped up videos are because there's dogs barking or neighbors being atrocious, or the mister's home and he's playing video games and watching, you know, YouTube videos and whatever. So it's very, very noisy, especially when the dogs get to playing. Because yeah, the boys roughhouse pretty good, but it's loud and doesn't sound overly happy, so I try to edit that out. I love these. These came out so nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Home is where the record player is. So yeah, I've got options as far as, you know, what to use them for based on their size. I am loving this taller, I don't remember what an actual traveler's notebook size is supposed to be, the tall skinny ones, but I love this size. So I'm trying to twig my brain into traveler's notebooks because the idea still fascinates me. And I am working on, let's see, my partial projects over here. This was fabric left over from Sam's Halloween costume. She made her very first corset, which was amazing. It's kind of a pleather. It's an embossed pleather. But I am working on Traveler's Notebook style journal cover with it. But, you know, it's got some more work to do. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. It feels amazing. Just the embossed bits here, it's so wonderful. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it. I'm not sure. I was thinking of doing these smaller, but yeah, because that's, let's see, that would have dropped us to that height. So not a lot off the top there, but I didn't have the heart to cut these papers anymore. Maybe a little bigger than that one. But yeah, I like the feel, the size, the width. It's still wide enough for me to write in because I have massive writing. I don't know why. Because I learned to write in cursive when we lived in Queensland, and then when we moved down to Victoria, I got in trouble because they weren't learning cursive yet, and it's like, but that's what I know how to write in. So yeah, my writing is atrocious because they tried to backtrack, and when we did learn cursive down south, it wasn't the cursive, the same font that I'd learned to write in up north, and so yeah, I got in trouble a lot. Well, I got in trouble a lot at school anyway, but whatever. too creative, and I didn't pay attention, and I was daydreaming, and yeah, chatting to my neighbors like you do. But yeah, so those are my books. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and yeah, if you have any questions or comments or experiences with what to do in your journals, what you guys are using them for. Do you keep a journal? Is it photo journal? Is it just art journals? Is it a mixture of both? Let me know how that's working for you. For sure, for sure. I had something else to share and I can't remember what. I can't remember what. Weird. I need to start writing more of the stuff down. Yeah, I can't remember. That's gonna bug me now. Oh, if I think about it, I'll come back and do some more. But for the now, I hope you're all doing really well. I know it's coming into holiday season, and that's very difficult for a lot of us. With that, I know winter's coming in a lot of parts of the world, so that's very difficult for a lot of us. But know that you're not alone. Know that there's always somebody to reach out to, or you could do as I do. I stick on YouTube videos and just do my own thing, and just listen to somebody chatting or talking or doing their thing, and it's just better. It just makes, even when life is good, it makes life better. So know that you're not alone, and let me know what projects you're working on. We'll make this big, huge community even bigger and better and healthier. But strength in numbers, my loves. Happy arting. I love you. Bye.